The International Organization of Employers was created in 1920, and represents the interests of business in labor and social policy. It is based in Geneva, Switzerland. At September 2015, the IOE had 153 national employer organizations members in 143 countries. It is involved in the activities of the International Labour Organization, acting as Secretariat to the employers group, as well as representing business in international forums, including the G20 intergovernmental process on labor and social policy. It describes itself as the largest network of the private sector in the world, and the global voice of business. History. The International Organization of Employers was founded in March 1920 in London, where the governing body of the International Labour Office had organized a meeting, and was created as the International Organization of Industrial Employers. This meeting of national employers groups formed an organization, which held its first General Assembly in October 1920 in Brussels. The first member organizations of the IOIE were the Central Industrial Council of Belgium, the General Council of French Manufacturers, the Federation of British Industries, the Italian Confindustria, the Spanish Employers Organization, the Latin American Employers Organization, and other, more local organizations. Governance. The supreme decision-making body of the IOE is the General Council, which brings together delegates from the membership organizations. It meets at least once a year, and is responsible for approving the work of the Management Board, which formulates the general policy direction of the IOE, adopts a plan of action for the next year, and assesses the previous year's work. The Secretariat, the body responsible for the day-to-day running of the IOE, is led by the Secretary-General, currently Linda Kromjong, who is accountable to the General Council and the Management Board. Activities. The IOE is the Secretariat to the Employers Group of the International Labour Organization's governing body, which participates as one of the tripartite constituents of the International Labour Conference, assisting the work of the group and representing their interests in their absence. According to the website, the IOE's role is to ensure that the policy interests of employers are reflected in the work and activities of the ILO. The organization is also active outside of the ILO and is increasingly engaged in international forums like the G20 meetings, often in collaboration with the Business and Industry Advisory Committee to the OECD. The IOE is also actively involved with the work of the World Health Organization, the United Nations Environment Programme, the International Organization for Migration and the World Bank. Aims. The IOE is a not-for-profit organization which describes its aims as to create economic and social environments favorable to free enterprise and a stable market economy, create an international forum for the interests of national employers organizations on social and labor policy, provide information and advise to members, organize permanent communications between them, and coordinate employers' interests at an international level. Provide support for autonomous employers organizations, inform public opinion and advance understanding of employers' arguments, allow employers organization to share experience, best practice and information. Membership organizations. A full list of the IOE's membership organization, which includes 153 national employers organizations in 143 countries, is available on the website. Any central employers organization may join the IOE, provided its values are compatible, it is a free and voluntary body, and that its country is a member of the ILO.